Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Conor McGregor versus Manny Pacquiao could be next. Let's just break it down. Conor McGregor went on Twitter, his social media, and stated, all water under the bridge. Who cares? I'm boxing Manny Pacquiao next in the Middle East. And, a lot of different boxing outlets started reporting on this. A lot of chatter started happening. And then Conor McGregor's manager came out, according to Michael Benson and ESPN, and stated that Manny Pacquiao versus Conor McGregor is a very real possibility, with the two guys in serious talk to fight in December or January. According to his manager, Adi Attar. He also claimed that the UFC is on board with the idea, though it's not a done deal yet. And, we've seen where smoke, there's fire. We've seen Manny Pacquiao talking about a potential Conor McGregor clash as far back as 2017. So it's not surprising to me that this could be a real thing that could actually come to fruition. I would not be surprised. I think this fight has a very high likelihood of getting done. But make no mistake about this potential fight. One, Manny Pacquiao, he's no Floyd Mayweather. He's not going to play with his food. He's not going to go 10 rounds with a guy who's, only boxed once and lost. Manny Pacquiao is going to destroy Conor McGregor. And let me be very clear about this. Conor McGregor has no chance against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. He's not a boxer. He is going to get slaughtered. There is no chance Manny Pacquiao will destroy Conor McGregor. If you believe otherwise, you are a casual. But let me just keep it going. In addition to that, Manny Pacquiao deserves this particular money grab fight, because that's what this fight is. It's a money grab. And Manny Pacquiao deserves it. This is why. Manny Pacquiao is a Hall of Famer. He's a living legend. He's, the only boxer in history to win at least 12 major titles in 8 different weight classes. Manny Pacquiao is a Hall of Famer, living legend, went and fought pretty much everybody he could fight. The guy has a right to pick and choose any fight he wants at this stage in his career, this late in his career. No doubt Manny Pacquiao deserves this payday. But at the same time, Manny Pacquiao is holding an actual world title in the division. And so, Yordenis Ugas has just won a secondary version of that world title. I think that, Manny Pacquiao should relinquish the belt if he fights Conor McGregor. Let Yordenis Ugas get elevated to the super champion, hold the regular version of the belt. And then, Yordenis Ugas turns around and he can unify with a guy like Terrence Crawford. That way, it's a win-win for the division, for boxing, and for Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao gets his high payday, and Yordenis Ugas gets to unify with another world champion in Terrence Crawford. I think that makes all the sense in the world. I mean, look at it like this. Yordenis Ugas beat Terrence Crawford in the amateurs. And so, this would be the perfect setup for either revenge or repeat against Yordenis Ugas and Terrence Crawford. This would be a great matchup for both of these guys, and a unification fight if Manny Pacquiao relinquishes the belt and Yordenis Ugas is elevated. I think it makes most sense. Yordenis Ugas would be Terrence Crawford's best opponent at welterweight since he's arrived in the division. And if Yordenis Ugas can be elevated to the full world champion, it would make perfect sense to make this fight happen as soon as possible. Yordenis Ugas has been on record multiple times, even most recently stating that he would welcome a fight with Terrence Bud Crawford. So this is a fight that everybody would love to see happen. It would be, revenge for Terrence Crawford from the amateur days, or it could be repeat for Yordenis Ugas. But at the end of the day, I think it's a win if Manny Pacquiao goes out and gets his last huge payday, and Yordenis Ugas get a chance to unify with Terrence Crawford. All of that just makes too much sense to pass up on. But once again, unbiased as always, it's the IBFP.